Yo, YouTube, it's your man, Knockdown Boxing Sports and Entertainment, back at you with another video. Hit that like, hit that subscribe on your way in, hit the notification bell on your way out for videos in the future. Now, in today's video, I want to talk about your boy, Bud Crawford, and his Twitter meltdown, and also the whole controversy with the PED accusations going on in the YouTube streets. Now, first of all, I want to say shout out to the homie Nocturnal Thoughts. I saw a video that he posted a couple days ago. I think it was yesterday, talking about the gloves, I believe, and the whole PED things, and then the excuses that Bud Crawford fans, or not Bud Crawford fans, but Errol Spence fans have made since the fight happened. And yeah, you can chalk it up to being excuses. But also, I say they're, at the same time, they're observations. And the reason why I say they're observations is based on strictly Bud Crawford's actions and the two guys that he's affiliated with, to bring on these so-called excuses and conspiracy theories, etc. Now, we know he's affiliated with Victor Conte. Now, he goes in there and he has a spectacular performance against Earl. Completely dominated Earl in a fashion we ain't never seen before. At 35 years old, it seemed like his strength increased, his speed increased, his power increased. And him being affiliated with Victor Conte, a guy that's known for performance-enhancing drugs, and not only performance-enhancing drugs, but undetectable performance-enhancing drugs, is, in my opinion, like I said, he opened up the door to the speculation. Because why did he feel the need to go over to the snack program if he believed that he was so much better than Errol Spence Jr., that he can beat him? Like, he can't be mad because he's on Twitter, having a meltdown, in my opinion, misspelling words and just sounding incoherent in certain tweets. Like, dude, like, you should have just ignored it, because you coming out speaking on it and saying now this is not verbatim, but I believe he said, now they say I'm on PEDs or something like that. You should never have said anything. You're further opening up the door to criticism and speculation and conspiracy theories, and you can't be mad at the fans for having those thoughts. They're only having those thoughts based on your actions. Nobody told you to be affiliated with that guy, and it is kind of suspect. That's just what it is, Also, with the whole glove thing, who was he affiliated with before? Not Victor Conte. Yes, Victor Conte, but he was affiliated with the Daniel Cunningham guy, in which that guy was affiliated with another dude that had a glove controversy, Tyson Fury, when he fought Deontay Wilder. Gloves flopping all over the place, something that I've never seen before in my 25 years of watching boxing. And I'm sure a lot of, guys that have been watching boxing way longer than me, that had way more extensive knowledge in boxing than I do, have never ever seen that. I'm pretty sure if they did, they would have said something about it, but I haven't seen any videos of, nobody saying they ever seen gloves flop around like that. But I digress. But the affiliation with those guys, and then him having, like I said, the glove controversy with the gloves exploding when he fought the Avanesian dude. I've never seen that. So that's what ties it in together with Tyson Fury, Daniel Cunningham, gloves. Never seen no gloves do that before with Tyson Fury. Fast forward, the affiliation with Daniel Cunningham and Bud Crawford, gloves explode. Never seen that happen before. So, like I said, man, you can't be mad for, the fans observing that, and then looking at how you beat up Earl, had him bleeding from the mouth and the eyes, knocking him down 3 times. Like, of course, people are going to put 2 and 2 together. They're going to connect the dots, And like I said, you didn't make it no better for yourself coming out and saying something about it. You should have just stayed quiet. Because I believe you passed the drug test, but because of who you were affiliated with, that don't mean anything, because the guy is a specialist in undetectable, PEDs. So, like I said, man, Bud, man, I don't know, man. Bud, it's like you just can't get right, bro. Like, you are great. You are a great fighter, man. Can't take that away from you. Personality, I don't dig your personality. I know a lot of guys don't dig your personality, but that is what it is, So, yeah, man, with that being said, I just don't understand, man. Like, yeah, we can have our opinions, man. There are excuses at the end of the day because of what the fight's over. So, yes, they're going to sound like excuses. But I know a lot of guys, or some guys, I'm going to say a lot, some guys brung that stuff up before the fight. They brung up the gloves. They brung up the affiliation with Victor Conte, but it wasn't really up there because everybody was excited that the fight was happening, And on paper, technically this fight was 50-50 fight. Technically, it should have been a back and forth fight. Now, in my opinion, if Bud Crawford and Errol Spence fought and it was a back and forth fight and Bud Crawford came out on top, then I wouldn't have said anything. I would still speculate, like, if he was knocking Earl down 3 or 4 times, yeah, I still would speculate. But, it's really nothing I can say because it was a back and forth fight. It was the number 1 guy in the division going against the guy coming up. You know what I mean? Now, also, if the fight had happened last year after Earl Spence called Bud Crawford out after he defeated Eudanis Ugas, negotiations went down, fight happened in the summer, and then Bud ran through him just like he did July 29th of 2023, then really there's nothing that can really be said other than, well, really the glove controversy wouldn't be out there because he would never have fought David Avedisian. So then it would have been all good because he didn't open up those doors. But because, like I said, he opened up those doors because of his affiliation with those guys, you can't be mad at the fans for putting it out there. Now, in my opinion, in this rematch coming up, Earl Spence is not the only one that has something to prove. It has a lot of weight on his shoulders, because of how he lost in the first fight. He got to prove that he's the truth, which is a big mountain to climb. But you also got something to prove. And what you have to prove is, if you say it's all about skills, just like your fans say, you're just leaps and bounds above Earl. Okay. All right, cool. And if that's the fact, you got to beat him the exact same way. It should not be no close fight. The fight should not be different. It should be the same result and the same. You should knock him down 2 or 3 times, just dominate him again. Because if you don't, let's say, even if you win, the fight goes the distance, or you get a TKO or something in the 8th round or 10th round, but it's a back and forth, that's going to look even more suspicious. You're going to open up more doors for conspiracy theories and excuses. Now, if you lose, you know what I'm saying? If you lose, man, it's going to look even worse. So, yeah, man. Like I said, I just wanted to make this little video talking about that, man. I kind of been out missing in action for a while, man. I've been busy in my real life, taking care of business, grinding, taking care of family, but I'm gonna try to make these videos, put them out, put out some good content, give my thoughts on these fights. We got some good fights coming up. I need to talk about that Frank Martin and Shakur Stevenson debacle that's going on. So yeah, man. But like I said, it's your man, Knockdown Boxing, Sports, and Entertainment. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, man, and I'll catch y'all on the next one, man. Salute.